I just upgraded Iron Man. So yes, hot off the heels of my other mock frame upgrades, here is an upgrade to Iron Man, and I'm going to call it Iron Max. Yay! So yes, this is based on the mock frame Black Special platform. So this kit is going for well over $100 on eBay these days. That's crazy, especially considering the fact that I purchased this kit for at the same or lower price than the original mock frame. That's nuts. But you know what? There's a reason for this. It comes with the carbon reinforced FMA chassis. And that's seen as good or bad. The stiffer chassis gives you 1 kilometer per hour more of speed. However, it also gives you very fragile front roller mounts. So every time they crack, you have to reinforce the roller mounts. And you can only reinforce these roller mounts so much before it's finally like not usable in box stock anymore. So what do? You upgrade it to Tune Class or an Open Class car. I decided to upgrade it to a B-Max style car, and I'm going to show you how I did so right here. So here it is, guys, my newest addition to the mock frame family. Or it's always been in the family, I just simply upgraded it. Yes, so here are my 2 previous B-Max style cars, and what I did here, on the first 2, I fused the 2 front plates together, as you see here, glued them together, made them solid, made them one, and that's what I did here. But I used a different sort of front plate on here. Yeah, pretty cool. Also, instead of using the 11 and 13 millimeter rollers, or the Palm Burger and 9mm rollers, I decided to go with the traditional 12, 13 millimeter rollers on this one. And I've got, what is this on top? This is the high mount tube stabilizer. Yes, in fluorescent yellow. Is it fluorescent yellow? I'm not sure. It's clear yellow. That's what it is. So I decided to go with a golden theme with all of my upgraded parts. I have little red accents, as you see here, red lock nuts, pretty cool. And underneath, red lock nuts to lock everything in place. And here we've got a stopper, because right here we've got a flip. Yes, pretty cool. So how does this work alongside the side tracks here? So here we go. We have, it's totally even, yep, totally even on both sides. The top and bottom rollers spin in unison when I place them against the edge of a box, yes, or a track. And yeah, pretty cool. I've got black weights on the sides. It looks like this is probably like a best practice to place these kinds of weights on the side, something like this. Yeah, we've got 19 millimeter rollers in the back, pretty cool. We've got little weights in the back, pancake weights, and no weights in the front because, yeah, this is an FMA chassis, so most of the weight will be here towards the front of the car. Pretty cool. And what I'm probably going to do is glue or fuse this carbon plate onto this carbon plate and make it strong. So yeah, people have been telling me about, oh, you can't have your thing flipping, your AT bumper flipping like in a negative camber, because then you'll course out and things like that. Well, it's not going to happen now because I've got this right underneath right here. Yep, pretty cool. So that takes care of that. So I decided to go with this design because it was different than these two. I wanted something that was a little different in practice, more traditional, and I just wanted to make this into a usable car because this has been coursing out too much on me lately. So yeah, in box stock mode, this was pretty good in the beginning, and then towards the end, it was just like getting really bad. Yeah, so I don't know, how many of you are still racing your mock frame black specials as box stock? I think after a while, these carbon reinforced chassis, they go to trash, right? Because the front roller mounts just get so crappy. But yeah, and how many times can you reinforce the front roller mounts before they eventually die? You can do that about 3 or 4 times maybe, and each time it just gets a little more weaker until you can't use the darn car anymore. That's a shame. So yeah, by basically making this into a B-Max style car, you've got a revitalized car that you can use for the races. Right now I don't have an atomic tune motor in here. I want to put an atomic tune motor in here. I still have its own box stock engine in there, which is a pretty fast motor to begin with, because I think it's got a 28,000 RPM box stock motor in here, and all of you know that all of my Venom tuning for my box stock motors has enabled me to achieve really, really fast speeds in box stock. Pretty cool. So yeah, with those really fast motors, I don't have to pump up my batteries to such a high voltage like everyone else. I can use like 1.3, 1.4 volt batteries and I'll be fine. So yes, pretty darn cool. Now there is one little thing about camber. So it's moving on a positive camber here. It's slightly angled downward, just like this one. We'll see if that fares well on the racetrack. I haven't raced this yet, but just like other cars that I haven't raced, I did pretty well first time out with those cars. Like the Quaker Cup. I raced this VZ chassis version of Pango, and it got a silver medal for my first effort. Pretty cool. Yes. One thing that really helped with my construction of this car, I can't say this enough, this is like super handy. I kind of laughed at it when I first saw it. I saw like pictures and videos of it and I laughed at it. This is the Electric Handy router, and I think the only negative about it is it's a little poorly designed in that there's a little gap. There's a tiny minute gap here. You can kind of see it, maybe not, but it's tighter here. There's like, it's fused together here from the screw, but not fused together here because this is a poor design. There should have been a screw up there or something. They should have redesigned it so that the screw would be up here to close the top part of this, to seal it and fuse it so that it would look like that. So in essence, you have to really tighten this bottom screw to get this to be reasonably close together. Yeah. And you have to use pretty powerful batteries for this. I would say that, well, I've been using alkalines, about 1.44 volts and above, and it gives me a fairly good route when I'm drilling. But I feel that this really would shine if you put in 1.5 volts, like near fresh batteries in this thing. So I think the Energizer, not the Energizer, but the Rayovac Fusion batteries, that might be the ticket. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this made making this BMAX car a joy. So before I was like using my manual hand router and twisting and trying to drill holes that way, and that was like crazy. I don't know why I didn't purchase this sooner. Yeah, it's probably because it was $35, plus I'd have to buy this additional piece for $7, and I was like, phew, that's really expensive. But after a while, you know, like I thought to myself, you know, you're in this for the long haul. You might as well get the best of breed tools you can get to be able to build these cars. Yeah, so yeah, this is a best of breed tool, and I'm glad that I got it. It looks like a toy. It even like acts like a toy sometimes, but it's not. Look, it's even got a lock on there. You can turn this lock so that you can't press the trigger. Yeah, like they designed it that way. It's pretty cool. And here you've got this, this basically holds this, the collet, I think it is. You hold it down so you can unscrew this and then replace this with a different tip, just like a Dremel. Yeah, pretty cool. A lot of engineering, a lot of thought has been put into this tool. So yeah, it's well worth the money, guys. So $35 plus $7 for this special countersunk bit, and yeah, you're off to the races. You'll be able to make your cars in no time. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I also recommend electric screwdriver. You can get one. You can buy one off of Amazon. This one is pretty good. So yes, this makes attaching screws a breeze. Pretty cool. Everybody, if you like this video, please slam the like button. Subscribe to my channel. You'll see more videos just like this one. Until next time, everybody. Bye. See ya.